Deborah visits Milan's family and Rosa is all over the place trying to show her how fancy her house is and how she has a Bertha. Everyone gets bored including our dear Bertha. Jessica tries to accuse Deborah of not telling Rosa the truth but Prospero manages to take her to the kitchen and shut her up. Rosa and Deborah keep on talking about changing Prospero and etc. but Rosa says that she already tried, maybe Deborah should try her luck. Pedro and Beatrice fight over Tadeo's paternity and Pedro wants to do a DNA test. They are observed by Modesto who doesn't really get to hear what they are arguing about as he's a little bit far away. Sarah and Juan finish their private meeting and they bump into Julieta. As soon as they walk out she wants to talk to Juan but he can't as he and Sarah have yet another meeting with the investors. Pedro was supposed to accompany them but as it seems he won't because Pedro is not picking her calls. Things get heated up between Jessica and Prospero. Jessica accuses him of pretending to be a saint yet he's just like other men. Prospero tells her to keep it a secret because he also has her secret with Brian. Jessica points out that her secret is not that serious as compared to his. Don Augusto faints and Brandon is with him. Paloma is back at her dad's canteen singing sadly as she was left for no reason. She tells her dad to be happy now and she leaves. Juan, a gentleman, helps Sarah get in the car by touching her waist gently. Dante arrives saying he has an update concerning him and only him on his part of the inheritance. Juan tells him that it can wait since he's so busy right now. Pedro and Beatrice take Tadeo to a laboratory for a DNA test to prove who is the father of the child. Pedro warns Beatrice that if Tadeo is a Del Monte, he will take him away from her. Beatrice tells him that she's the mom, she has equal rights, but Pedro tells her that he has more money, he'll surely win. Adela and Rosa engage in another Cold War as neighbors should. I mean their shops are on the same building so they are practically neighbors in business anyway. Rosa comments on how Adela's flowers are pathetic and low quality. She even has plans of buying that place to expand her boutique and chase Adela out. Brandon delivers the news about Augusto to Adela and they rush to go check on the old man, leaving Rosa there with her plans. Juan is really unpredictable. He has just tapped Sarah's ass a minute ago but he's now acting really cold towards her, asking her to be professional as it's an important meeting. Sarah is a little bit shocked. Modesto and Cornelio talk about Cornelio's marital issues. Modesto understands why they have problems but Cornelio promised never to mistreat her again but then she stopped loving him. Modesto thinks that maybe the fight between Beatrice and Pedro was because she didn't want him to be Tadeo's guardian. Sarah and Juan are in the meeting with the investors who are asking for more money. Sarah manages to control the situation and Juan is really impressed by her skills. Later they order food and we find out that our dear Sarah doesn't eat chicken. Julieta begins to worry after Pedro's comments about Juan and Sarah. They really have gotten too close these days and it's worrying. Julieta realizes that Pedro too likes Sarah and she too acknowledges that Sarah is really pretty. Turns out that Don Augusto has some heart problems and this worries Dona Adela as she wonders how they'll cover treatment costs, yet they have no money and their insurance is quite wanting. Julieta enters Sarah's room and begins to break all of her things because she believes she is to blame for her separation from Juan. Modesto tells her to calm down because she's now showing that she doesn't even love Juan, she's just obsessed. Anyway, she comments that she hates Sarah. Juan and Sarah are still in the hotel and Sarah wants Juan to visit her apartment, it's just nearby. Juan feels uncomfortable because he's somehow reasonable but Sarah tells him that she just wants him to know her house anyway. Pedro bursts in calling them lover birds and they are shocked. Juan manages to change the topic to where he was as he didn't attend the meeting. He explains that he was with Beatrice. Back to the topic, Sarah asks why he's behaving that way and he reveals that Juan broke up with Julieta. Juan gets mad and tells him that he has no right to meddle into his affairs. Sarah and Juan leave. Cornelio tries to fix the mess in Sarah's room and Modesto tries to ask Julieta if this will please Juan. He warns her since this is not the first time this has happened between them. Julieta comments on something related to showing a moment of weakness to Simon yet again, and she evades giving a proper explanation to him. Sarah and Juan discuss about his crisis with Julieta, and Sarah tells him that everyone will now think that it's her fault because everyone thinks that the two of them. Juan plays innocent and wonders what she meant. Sarah tells him they should go back to the office, but he now wants to visit her house.